Hello, and thank you for completing this task for me. So I'll just explain how it works. So you have over here the spreadsheet. This is a list of schools. And then over here on this website, you can look up the schools that are on the list. So we want to go down to the map here and click on Vic for Victoria. And then it takes us here. And then we want to click on Central Melbourne. And then central suburbs. All right, then these are all our different suburbs. So we're going to start with Hobsons Bay, and then we're going to tick primary and primary secondary combined. Okay, so when we've got all those selected, then we hit the search button, and that brings up a list of schools here. Okay, so what we want to do is see where these schools are on the list. So Altona East Primary School is right there. This is in alphabetical order, so Altona East Primary School, and it's in Hobsons Bay, and I've already put in Hobsons Bay there. And then you just keep going down the list. So Altona Gate Primary School, you can see is the next one. Altona Green Primary School, you can see is the next one. And so they're all going to have Hobsons Bay because they're all in that one section of Melbourne. And you keep going through the list until you've done all the Hobsons Bay ones. And on the next page as well, you keep adding Hobsons Bay in this location thing here. Once you've completed all the Hobsons Bay ones, you go back again. I'll just go back this way. Go back to the start, and we go again. Victoria, Central Melbourne, Central Suburbs. And this time we're going to do Maribyrnong. So you click on Maribyrnong, we click again primary, secondary combined, and hit search. And it brings me another list of schools. So the first one is Annunciation School. So we go over to here and we find Annunciation School, if it's here. It may not be here. Oh no, there it is. So we write Maribyrnong. All right, so you just copy the word Maribyrnong, which is the suburb, into all the schools that are on the Maribyrnong list. Okay, and you just keep going through till they're all done. And then we go back and we do it again. Whoops. And again, we go Victoria, Central Melbourne, Central Suburbs, and this time we'll do Moonee Valley. So you hit on Moonee Valley, hit on primary, secondary combined, and then we've got a whole other list of schools. So Aberfeldy, actually which one did I say I was going to do? Anyway, so go through that list and we write that in the list here. If you find a school on this list that is not on this list, just switch over to the second one and write the name of the school. So let's pretend that this one isn't on the list. So we just grab it and put it over here, just like this. Like that would be perfect. Okay, and you just add it to that list there. But only if they're not already on this list. If they're already on this list, you just need to write in the suburb name. So Maribyrnong, Hobsons Bay, Central Melbourne, whatever the thing that you searched on when you're at, I'll show you which point. When you're at this point here, so these names here are the names that you'll put in here depending on which list they're on. So if you start with all the Central Melbourne ones first, and that would be a really good start. Please let me know if you have any more questions. It's fairly repetitive once you start, because there's a lot of schools and I need to check that all of them are on this list. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to do this task. Let me know how many hours you can do for the fee that I've paid for you. And thank you very much. I really appreciate you doing this task for me.